In the world of fifth-generation fighter jets, two names, the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II, are not just military technologies, but symbols of modern aerial warfare philosophy. Both were born from the hands of Lockheed Martin. Yet each aircraft carries a very different personality and mission. The F-22 was the result of the Advanced Tactical Fighter ATF program, launched in the final years of the Cold War. It was designed to go head-to-head with Soviet fighters. In the scenario of a full-scale war with the F-22, the U.S. Air Force aimed to create an air dominance warrior, a jet that no enemy could surpass in a dogfight. The F-35, on the other hand, was born in a different era, the post-Cold War period. At that time, the United States needed a stealthy, multi-role fighter, capable of replacing several aging aircraft types. Moreover, it had to serve not only the Air Force, but also the Navy, Marine Corps, and allied nations. Thus, the F-35 was created under the Joint Strike Fighter JSF program, with the ambitious goal of one jet for all. The F-22 entered service in 2005. Only 187 units were produced, and it operates exclusively within the U.S. Air Force. The F-35 began its service in 2015, and over 3,000 units are expected to be deployed across more than 15 countries. Stealth doesn't mean becoming completely invisible. It means reducing detectability to a level where the enemy cannot react in time. In this aspect, both the F-22 and F-35 are like ghosts on radar, but they achieved that in different ways. The F-22 was designed with a shape optimized for frontal stealth, the direction where most enemy radars will be focused during air-to-air combat. Its radar cross-section, RCS, is about 0.001 square meters, roughly the size of a small bird. Its first-generation radar-absorbing material RAM coating is extremely effective, but requires complex and time-consuming maintenance. The F-35, on the other hand, is optimized for all-aspect stealth, meaning it reduces RCS from the front, sides, and rear. This is crucial for missions that involve deep penetration into enemy air defense zones. Its RCS is around 0.015 square meters, slightly larger than the F-22's, but still exceptionally low. The new generation RAM technology on the F-35 is more durable and helps lower maintenance costs. Today, victory doesn't just come from firepower or speed. It comes from the ability to see first, shoot first, escape safely. The F-22 is equipped with the APG-77 AESA radar, which can detect targets over 200 kilometers away. It also features low probability of intercept LPIMO, making it harder for enemy systems to detect when the radar is active. However, its IFDL intra-flight data link system is mainly designed to communicate with other F-22s, which limits its capability in multi-platform joint operations. The F-35, on the other hand, is built as a central node of network-centric warfare. Its APG-81 AESA radar is not only powerful, but also supports advanced electronic warfare modes. The DAS distributed aperture system provides 360-degree situational awareness around the aircraft, while the EOTS electro-optical targeting system enables it to track and engage targets both in the air and on the ground. The MADL multifunction advanced data link allows the F-35 to share real-time information with allies and other weapon systems, turning it into a flying server in the sky. In aerial combat, not everything ends with a long-range missile shot. There are moments when two fighter jets are pulled into a brutal close-range dogfight where every stick pull, angle of attack, and sudden change of direction determine survival. This is where the aerodynamic muscle of a fighter jet is fully unleashed. The F-22 Raptor was born to dominate this arena. It's powered by two Pratt & Whitney F119PW10 engines, with two-dimensional thrust vectoring, allowing it to change the direction of thrust without changing the orientation of the entire aircraft. This enables the F-22 to perform extraordinary maneuvers, such as Pugachev's Cobra, Herbst maneuver, and J-turn, once thought to be the realm of airshow performers only. But these moves aren't just for show, They allow the Raptor to rapidly change its aim, line up its missiles with the target in seconds, and strike before the enemy can react. The F-35, by contrast, was not designed to compete in this category. It features a single, powerful Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine that lacks thrust vectoring, except for the F-35B variant, used by the Marine Corps for vertical takeoff and landing, not optimized for air combat. Its aerodynamic design prioritizes stealth and stability, which means it cannot execute extreme maneuvers like the F-22. The F-35's philosophy is simple. Don't get into a close-range dogfight. Instead, it relies on sensors, radar, and long-range missiles to eliminate threats before they get close. This doesn't make the F-35 weak in dogfights, but when it comes to one-on-one close combat, the F-22 clearly holds the upper hand. Speed and range aren't just numbers on paper. They are life-or-death factors in combat. A jet that can reach the target first, strike first, and disengage safely holds a massive tactical advantage. The F-22 can reach a top speed of Mach 2.25. But even more impressive is its supercruise capability, cruising at Mach 1.8 without using afterburners. This saves fuel, reduces infrared signature, and makes it harder for enemies to detect using heat-seeking sensors. Its range is about 3,000 kilometers with external fuel tanks, allowing the F-22 to patrol vast airspace without needing frequent aerial refueling. In a full-scale war scenario, this makes the Raptor an ideal high-altitude shield, ready to intercept threats before they reach frontline forces. The F-35 tops out at Mach 1.6 and has limited supercruise capabilities, making it less capable of sustaining high speed over long distances. However, the F-35 shines in variant diversity. F-35A, designed for conventional runways. F-35B, capable of short takeoff and vertical landing STOVL. F-35C, optimized for aircraft carriers, with larger wings and increased fuel capacity. The F-35A has a range of about 2,200 kilometers, while the F-35C extends to 2,520 kilometers. These figures are lower than the Raptor's, but the F-35 compensates with flexible deployment across a wide variety of environments and mission types. No matter how stealthy, fast, or agile a fighter jet is, it ultimately relies on its weapons to finish the fight. And here again, the difference in design philosophy between the F-22 and F-35 becomes clear. The F-22 is a pure air-to-air assassin. It can carry up to 8 AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles inside its internal bays, or a combination of 6 AIM-120s and 2 AIM-9X sidewinders for close-range quick-reaction scenarios. It's also capable of carrying a GBU-30 to jam smart bomb for 150 kilograms for ground attack missions, but this is more of a secondary skill. The Raptor's main mission has always been to dominate the skies. The F-35, by contrast, is more of a multi-tool than a specialized sort. In addition to AIM-120s and AIM-9Xs, it can carry GBU-12 laser-guided bombs, JDAM smart bombs, small diameter AGM-158 CLRAS and anti-ship missiles, and even JASSM cruise missiles for deep strike missions. When stealth is a priority, the F-35 carries up to 2.6 tons of weapons inside its internal bays, but when stealth is not needed, it can also mount weapons on external pylons, boosting its total payload to over 8 tons, essentially transforming the F-35 into a heavy strike aircraft. Money is often what either kills or sustains a weapons program, and this is where the destinies of the F-22 and F-35 took to very different paths. The F-22, with a production cost of around $150 million per unit at the time, and an operating cost of about $60,000 per flight hour, became an enormous financial burden. Only 187 units were ever produced, and the production line was shut down in 2012. One key reason, the U.S. Air Force assessed that, in peacetime, there were no worthy adversaries to justify maintaining a massive Raptor fleet. The F-35, on the other hand, was designed specifically for mass production, lowering costs through economies of scale. The F-35A now costs around $80 million, while the F-35B and F-35C are slightly more expensive, although its operating cost is still high, around $35,000 per flight hour. It is significantly lower than the Raptors. More importantly, these costs are shared among multiple allied nations, which helps keep the program financially sustainable and continuously evolving. The battlefield is where every theory must prove its worth. The F-22 has seen very limited combat deployment, mainly because the US wants to protect its stealth and radar technologies. Its most notable appearance was in Syria 2014, where the F-22 carried out precision airstrikes, escorted other aircraft, and completely dominated enemy radar and jets. Pilots often describe the Raptor as a ghost, one the enemy never even saw coming. The F-35, on the other hand, has been far more active on the battlefield. It has participated in operations in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria, and is actively used by the Israeli Air Force in covert missions across the Middle East. Pilots praise its ability to gather and share real-time data, allowing the F-35 to be not just a shooter, but also a guide for other aircraft to strike with pinpoint accuracy. Beneath the stealth coating lies a world of advanced material technologies. The F-22 uses a structure made of nearly 40% titanium alloys, making the airframe both lightweight and capable of withstanding extreme stress during high-agility maneuvers. Its first-generation RAM radar-absorbent material is highly effective, but also sensitive to moisture and temperature, requiring frequent maintenance, one of the main reasons for its high operating costs. The F-35 uses a new generation RAM that can be integrated directly into the paint layer, significantly reducing maintenance time and costs. Its airframe combines composite materials and titanium, optimized for both durability and stealth. Additionally, its avionics and electronic systems are deeply integrated into the body, which reduces wiring, lowers weight, and improves cooling efficiency. No matter how powerful a jet is, if it can't be at the right place at the right time, its strength becomes meaningless. This is where the strategic differences between the F-22 and F-35 truly stand out. The F-22 can only operate from long, fixed runways, and it is not compatible with aircraft carriers. This makes it dependent on forward operating bases or aerial refueling to extend its reach. However, once deployed, the Raptor can dominate the skies. With its superior speed, range, and stealth capabilities, the F-35 is far more flexible. The F-35A uses conventional runways. The F-35B can take off and land vertically from amphibious assault ships or improvised airstrips. The F-35C is designed for operations on nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. This allows the US and its allies to deploy the F-35 virtually anywhere, from small islands in the Pacific to moving aircraft carriers at sea. If the sky of war were a giant chessboard, then the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II would be the two ultimate pieces, but each with a very different role. The F-22 is like a razor-sharp sword, born to strike the decisive blow in air-to-air combat. It's faster, more maneuverable, climbs quicker, and is nearly untouchable when used properly. In an environment where absolute air superiority is non-negotiable, the Raptor remains the apex predator with no equal. The F-35, on the other hand, is like a high-tech Swiss Army knife. It not only dominates in the air, but also strikes ground targets, hunts warships, destroys air defense systems, and plays a central role in battlefield data sharing. While it can't match the F-22 in speed or agility, the F-35 wins with its global deployability, lower production costs, and deep integration into cyber warfare, a decisive factor in modern conflict. So, if you ask, who is the god of the sky? The answer depends on the battlefield scenario. In a pure dogfight at high altitude and supersonic speeds, the F-22 is the undefeated god. But in a full-scale, multi-domain war that demands a flexible, connected jet present in every theater, The F-35 is the more fitting contender. Perhaps instead of choosing one, the world is now witnessing a pair of twin gods. The F-22 rules the skies. The F-35 rules the entire battlefield. In the hands of the U.S. Air Force and its allies.